Hi, everybody. Corrie Thorne, spiritual healer, coming in to do the channel messages for the month of November. This one is for Aquarius. Please remember, this is not taken as a personal reading. This is a channel message for those born under that sign, under each of those signs. And also remember that this is not to replace any medical, psychological, and always use your free will, please. It is the most important thing that you stay with your own free will choice to choose. So, Aquarius, I just feel like your beautiful light needs to shine. If I have some, I have a sense of some of you are carrying some, uh, almost feels like some shame story. And sometimes we don't even realize that it's shame that we're carrying. Like we hold on to um, old past energy. And I just finished with Libra reading, and it was Raphael in the heart, and now I have a pink heart for you, and I'm pulling self love deep into self love. See, heart. This is Sandra Ann Taylor or Energy Oracle cards. I'm like, it just throws me in awe. I'm like, after all these years I've been doing this, I still live in the magic. Like I'm like a kid. I'm so excited about, it's like everything that aligns. And so I just got like there's some heart centered healing, and I actually pulled out my rose quartz heart for you today. And so, Aquarius, if you are not working with rose quartz, I highly suggest that if you're into crystals and stones and those type of things, something to represent how important it is right now for you to go to a place of self-love. Get yourself a rose quartz, keep it somewhere. If you have an Aquarius child, you can do this yourself. Put one under each corner of the bed, and so that we can bring in that sense of self-worth and love at night when you sleep. Keep it with you, hold it. I just feel like this whole sense of like there is some shame, and so the real truth behind the shame is actually broken hearts. And so your heart has been hurt and broken, and it's like you have carried the burden of the load ever since this moment. Like I feel like it was like this fated moment, or this defining moment where you had been crushed and hurt, and it's like you carry ownership and responsibility and all the burdens that go with it, that you have been carrying those burdens deep inside of you. And it's like we want to be able to shift and move you into this new world sense. And so it's like we want to get this healing happens in reverse. So I feel like for you, it's like you're afraid to walk this new journey. You're afraid to step forward. What if this happens to me again? What if something else happens? And I have man holding a coin is the other card that I have. And what I'm getting with this is that I'm getting the opportunity for a new beginning. And I know the number 43 isn't, if you take that away, we actually have a one. So I'm pulling that as if this was in tarot. It's not as an oracle, but if this was in tarot, I'm feeling as if we have a new beginning in the material world. And I'm not reading from the deck of cards that go with this, but I just had the image of my tarot cards, and I know my friend Fran is laughing, would probably be laughing at me saying, see, pick up your tarots. They're right there. But I have that sense this is like a four and a three into a one. So subtract in numerology. I think numerology is very important for you, Aquarius, as well. That a one, that we have the material world opportunities that are showing up for you for new beginnings. And sometimes what looks too good to be true is. Don't be caught in somebody else in being kind of fooled to what looks too good to be true is. But other times is that when we don't feel worthy, we think everything looks too good to be true. And so you don't feel worthy of what looks too good to be true, whether it's a healthy relationship, whether it's a new opportunity, a new job opportunity, and a new relationship and friendship, a new house, a new change. Why not you have a beautiful home? Why not you have a beautiful job? Why not you have a beautiful relationship? Wherever you are in your life, like why not you have see beauty and to live in beauty, and why not you have those. And so I'm really picking up the Aquarius of like from this place of self-love, of self-healing, from this presence, is that the material world out here, so this world that we live in, this human world, is showing you that coming towards you is this. We need you to be walking in that direction instead of walking backwards, instead of living in the past. I feel like there's many opportunities for lotus flower moments in your life that you're just like you're in the murky, you're still in the misery kind of stage, or the holding yourself into the misery of the pain story, instead of allowing yourself to rise up from there. The pain will always be there, the pain will be real, but the pain turns into a desire to do more, a desire to accomplish more, to be more, when we know that sense of worth. So your sense of worth is being restored in some way. There is this massive healing going towards your heart. And I don't mean just the front, I also mean to the back of your heart. Feel like places where you feel like you've been stabbed in the back, places where you see door to value, your worth and value is everything. And then we have the sixth chakra. We're moving really into this archangel Metatron, who's been working with me for days. And I knew he was coming back in and for your reading. And so we have this Metatron, this wisdom and knowledge, like this wisdom beyond the human world wisdom. And it's like the contract, so finding like the balance, signing a new contract with yourself that you will stay in on the journey to worth and value. And see, and there's that same one little pentacle again that I've seen here. I'm calling it my pentacle. My one little coin, one little pentacle that I'm seeing here is that the world is trying to provide it, is that you've got to move into the sense of putting yourself in the line of into the alignment of the flow of abundance that's trying to come in for you. Metatron is trying to help you map your course and your direction into trying to show you, or trying to guide you, trying to have you listen to the wisdom that is trying to come forth for you. We want to move you forward. There is a world of there's a world of life, beautiful life, that is still out there. And I also feel like for some of you it is like a beautiful return into love as well, and self-love. Got to start with self-love before we move into everything else, and finding a place where you belong. It's, see, you can't make this shit up. I got a whole book wrote about that, not out yet. But what is she holding? What is she holding? Right. And I'm going to tie Archangel Ariel in here. And so Archangel Ariel and the beautiful energy of the rose quartz is what I'm picking up. It's like bringing us into what is our heart desiring, and that desire for love. So the angel of love, Archangel Ariel, is very present. We have Archangel Metatron, who is like, is that fire and ice of just breaking it open, breaking the old codes. I feel like there's like a new code of energy coming in for you, and finding that place where you belong. So if you were shamed or betrayed or anything like that in the past, it's like let that go, because even the people that you're still angry at are not even those people anymore. They've probably long moved past that. You're the only one holding on to that story. Some of those might even be coming back into your life in a beautiful way, because remember, even time changes us, maturity changes us, experiences changes us, and there's an opportunity. Other ones going to be gone. And so there is a sense that you are finding that place, people that align to the harmony, in harmony with you. But you have to get yourself back out there, Aquarius. You have to start thinking that there is still good things in the world. And here's another heart. This one is real heart. So I feel like the material world is also bringing forth real heart. And this also brings us a 4 or 5. So this could be a 9, the power of threes, but it can also be a 1. So back to a 1 again. So I feel like in the love department, there's a lot of love coming in the material world, in opportunities, love coming in, happiness, joy, contentment. I feel like it's all waiting for you. It's waiting for you to get back on course. Like I feel like you got off a course, you went in some other direction, and because you didn't listen to your heart, because you listened to other people, or because you got caught in the shame story, it took you so far away from self, or because you just got caught in the hurt. And so with the balance, we're moving into a beautiful balance energy. And here's our triangles, our pyramids, and our beautiful opportunities of how we look at them. Is this all triangles or is this squares? Right? How do you want to see? How do we look at things? What is our perspective? And thinking beyond, and just knowing that there is this divine light that's connecting you. We are connected, and connected into that divine light, your breath. And so even our loved ones are still here with us in without the human body, so we can be connected to them, but we also have to allow them to ascend. We can't hold them to earth and hold them accountable for all of our happiness and joy on earth all the time. That's our job. And no matter if they're here or they're not, it's still not their job. It is our job. And now it is being told that it's time to make this your job. Make you your priority in your life, and allow the beautiful things that are trying to come in for you, Aquarius, to flow into your life. Have a wonderful, have a wonderful November. Thank you. And I'm just infusing so much love and like sending healing into the heart center and into the third eye, allowing the third eye to open to allow you to see where the human eyes are lying to us, where the human eyes are not always, what we see with our human eyes is not always real. Same thing with what's repeated from somebody else's mouth and not from your own is not always true. And it's like when it comes from somebody else's mouth and it's not from the horse's mouth, then you have an issue. So it's like you need to get things directly from where they are. You need to get back to the direct source of where the direct pain came from, the direct story came from, and clear that out and get clear and listen. Metatron, Ariel, Gabriel, all this angel energy is so around you today. And it's just trying to guide you to the point of living beyond, back into, there's so much in this world to live beyond. You can live beyond the expectations. You can live beyond. It's like if we live in a limited life in a limited world, it's holding you back. And there's so much more for you. So thank you all. Have a wonderful November, and I will see you in December. Much love.